Let's go in here and take a look kind of what I did. I got a whole mixture of routes here, and I pick and chose what I wanted. This route is mine. I made up this route here, and we're going to catch it I came from Bowie, went across here, and I came out about here. I took the 191 up to Three-Way. We talked about that. And then I went up to Clifton to see the Marencia mine, the copper mine. I came back down and I camped just before I hit the border of New Mexico. Let's see if we can find that campground here. Come on, show up. I know you're there. There it is, little green dot. Coal Creek Campground, that's where I camped at. Next morning, I got up and crossed over through New Mexico. And they even have a sign there, which I do have in my video. I took that all the way, came down out of elevation, and ended up in the 180. Now, this 180, as I mentioned before, goes north, and it parallels the 191. They both come up, and at a certain point, the 180 will dip back over to Alpine, go back into Arizona, and they end up in Springerville. Where are you? Can't be that far up. There it is. I knew it was there. It didn't disappear. Let's get back to what I did. Okay, I had breakfast at Alma. That's when at this point here is when I changed my SD card. So I put a new SD card in the helmet cam, and this is the one that I'm missing. So it starts at this point here. I do not have this ride up in elevation and to Mugion, which cool little town there at Mugion. I got some video of that. I've missed my. I went through the museum there, walked around town, got something to eat. So I really, I apologize, guys. I don't like coming up short on my videos, but that's just the way it is. Continuing through here, this is pretty rough through here. It's quite impressive. I enjoyed taking this route. It is not the BDR. This is my route. And coming through here, let me zoom out a little bit. And what I did is I tapped into the BDR. This is the New Mexico BDR. Comes quite a bit north. Obviously, I don't have it all loaded because I didn't intend on showing that route, but out of reserve is the New Mexico BDR, and it comes down through here. Now, the Continental Divide, Kevin's International Continental Divide, shares this route out of reserve, comes down, and it goes this way. I just didn't change the color to blue. Well, it is blue, but I think I made the pink on top. Continue south and goes down to Silver City. So that's the route I took in 2023, coming that way. This time I took my route. I connected here to the BDR, the New Mexico BDR, and I took this across all the way through, all the way down over here to Winston. I don't have video of any of this, any of it, and that's some beautiful. That's really a beautiful ride through there. And after Winston, I continued, and then at this point here, I routed myself down. Okay, down here to Elephant Butte. So basically, I've lost all of this. I did not go through here. There's a mountain ridge here, beautiful mountain ridge. It goes up through there, and it actually goes north. I don't want to go north. My destination is taking me south and east, so I did not take this. I know this terrain, and it is there's nothing really interesting there. And you get on to 380. It does a big loop. You know, this is all on road. And at this point, it gets back into the mountains, which is beautiful, but what can I say? Can't do it all. What I did, and I just didn't load this, but I went down, took the 70 up, and I caught the New Mexico BDR here, up in Cloudcroft, and I took that down here. And I don't have any of that, guys. I think I got sporadic, maybe 360. I do have some sporadic 360 of the route. I went all the way down through Weed, Pinion, and there's some pavement here, but it turns into dirt. This is kind of a cool little route here. This is all dirt down here, and it's not bad. I mean, it's got its areas where it's you got to, you know, hop a little rocks and go through the little sand, but it's not bad at all. And I had no issues doing this. And it comes down here and it goes into Dale City. Dale City, I do have where I camped, I think, on SD. I'll have to see as I make part 2 here and part 3 what happened there. But Dale City, there is a gas station there. There's not a whole lot, but there's stuff there. And this whole area, it's really interesting because it is, there's an aqueduct on there. I mean, there's so much water under here they discovered. So it's very agricultural. Quite an impressive history of this area, but not much of a city. I did get breakfast there, and there's a auto parts store. I forget the name of it. Nationwide auto parts store. I forgot the brand, but there's a gas station there. Napa. There we go. Napa. There's and so I continued down. All this video was missing. I hit the road here. Took the 54 down, and I am heading through over to Van Horn. Van Horn. I take a route that takes me by Blue Origin, the launch areas in Van Horn, and I do not have that video. And I actually end up right here. Hope you guys are, I'm not losing you here. Presidio right here. And I went down to the border crossing and followed the Rio Grande River. Seen some military down there. It was beautiful right there. I've been there before. It's just gorgeous scenery coming through here. And you know, and then from there I'll next video I'll kind of go from there where I ended up. But that's kind of what happened with me. All this Rio Grande River video, I've got a very little 360 of that, but unfortunately I don't pick up a new SD card for a while, guys. So I'll kind of unfold this as I go along, and we'll just have to you know, put up with it, bear with it. Man, I hate, you know, I make a lot of effort doing these videos, and it really disappoints me that I would do that. But anyways, let's get going on part 2. Well, it's not very big. It's probably got, I'm guessing maybe 8 campsites. Maybe 6. No, I think there's a few over there. Anyways, I'm the only one here, which is okay with me. So I am so glad to get out of the heat, guys. It was, oh my gosh, 111. Oh, geez. I don't know what it is up here, but this is much better. I'm going to sleep good tonight. I am in bear country, and so straighten yourselves up, guys. Go around crooked like that. What's wrong with you guys? So, I bought this in 2023. Maybe it's still good. Yeah, maybe we should test it out. Yeah, doubt I've never used this. I've never needed it. Never had to use it. Always carry that. Hey, this is for the mosquitoes. Annoying little suckers. Got my tarp tent. I got my ground tarp, my poles, stakes. I think maybe there's more in there. I'll find out in a minute. Got my sheet because I'm not using a sleeping bag. Got my sleeping bag because I use it for a pillow and a backrest on the bike. So, yeah, I just made sure that I had bought plenty of water for tonight. because I'm really dehydrated. I've been drinking a lot of water. I've been drinking, it's kind of weird, man. I've been drinking a lot of Red Bull, and I don't drink Red Bull. I had 2 of them down at Three-Way, the name of that little store down there. It's Three-Way, so I got talking to him. I drank 2 of them. I'm going to be out tonight. So what do you think of Clifton, man? Wasn't that cool? That is a cool little town. Back in, I'm guessing maybe early 1900s, but I would like to have seen what that looked like back in its heyday. But it's cool. It's I love going to places like that. Bike ran good. It starts better in the colder climate. In the heat, I don't know why it starts and stalls. It starts right up again, but you just got to give it throttle, and I hate doing that. So that's the first thing I've noticed so far. Other than that, the bike's been really good. I mean, the tires, everything is, I mean, it's really good for the road, and it's the very little off-road, gravel road, dirt road, it was fine. Those tires are good enough for that. But that's the only thing I see so far is that issue with starting it. I bet it starts right up in the morning though. One thing I make sure I do in the evenings, I learned this a long time ago with the DRC, and I've never had issues with it because of this. I take my GPS down. Anything that's electrical, I make sure it's off. I don't want to mistakenly leave anything on, drain the battery. I don't want to wake up with a dead battery. It's really a bad start to a day. But yeah, it's beautiful here. You can look around and check it out. It's just gorgeous. I mean, got the whole place to myself. I'm going to have a party tonight, guys. You want to join me? Come on over. But I love it. Being back up in the pine trees. Get out of here, bugs. I can smell the pine needles. Tomorrow, oh, let's look at the GPS. What did I do with it? I think it's in here. I am probably 10 miles from New Mexico. This is just a short little hop up and down these mountains, and then we're going to go back up in the mountains again. So, boy, the bugs. I'm not used to bugs because I don't have bugs where I live. No mosquitoes. Big stinking horse flies. Anyways, let's take a quick look. I'm going to go around this way. And you can see, I don't know how well you can see it, but there's the dividing line right there, that black mark right there, black line. And I'm probably 10 miles into, being in New Mexico, so I'm still in Arizona. And then I'm going to take this, and it's going to come down out of the mountains, and we're going to hit the 180. Yeah, and we're going to go north, and then we're going to get over here, and we're going to get back up into the mountains again. And I'll tell you what that is tomorrow. I'll tell you what the deal is with that. And there's a cool little place. I'll tell you what the yellow is as well. And there's a cool little town up here we're going to go to, but I'm not going to tell you until we get there. Anyways, that's it. Today I am beat, and I'm beat not because it was, what did I go, 150 miles maybe? Probably 120. But I'm beat because it was so stinking hot. Jeez, man, I'm starting to lose my voice. Well, it's a good day, good start. I basically got where I wanted to go. This is where I wanted to spend the night, so it worked out real well. If I have any encounters tonight, I'll wake you guys up and let you know, okay? And if not, I'll see you in the morning. All right, good morning, guys. Packed up and ready to go, right next to the road. But it's a convenient little pull off. Like I say, there's like 6, 1, 2, 3, I think there's 4, I think there's 2 over there. I'm not sure. Oh, mine. Anyway, so perfect. It was quiet last night. Back in the forest. Really cool. A couple cars go by, but hey, we're going to check. Let's check this and see what we're running. Pardon me. Turn that on. Battery's at 13, so it's got a full charge. We're gonna crank it up and hit the road. Got a cool place to go today. Should get there by noon. It'll be fun. It'll be interesting. Today's Sunday, August 3rd. Hey, you like my backrest? The shape of my sleeping bag holder is a curve, like a quarter moon. It's like a custom backrest. Hey, straighten up here. Can't have none of that. Hey, nice. So, let's assume these bikes struggle a little bit when it's like over 100 degrees. They start yesterday and stall, but they start. You just got to give it throttle. So I'm thinking that's what it is. It was 111 cutting north of Bowie yesterday. So I'm out of the heat for a while. I'll be up in elevation. There's my cutoff going across the mountains. If I were to go straight, I end up in reserve. That's what this is. I don't know if it'll show me. Yeah. Reserve, New Mexico. So if you guys are familiar with that. Speaking of reserve, I was past there north to south on the, what was that? I was on Kevin's Continental Divide, and that takes me south. That actually, that yellow line could share, because that is also the BDR, I believe. So the BDR is going to come through here, and we're going to connect, and I'll tell you more about that later. But the Continental Divide, I don't have loaded here. That would probably come straight south of here, just keep going down to the border. So that's kind of what's going on. That's the plan. So let's get out of here. Got everything ready. Everything's picked up. Everything's strapped up. Let's do it. Hey, where'd you go? Stop that. Guys, I want my coffee. Oh, let's open that up. It's like the echo chamber in there. I want my coffee this morning, and I didn't bring anything to make coffee, nor instant coffee, or I'm just not going to do it, because this route I will find coffee. So hopefully off of 191 somewhere, and I will get, I'm doing pretty good on gas. I've got 140 miles, and I'm on, according to this, a little less than 3/4. I don't know how accurate that is. I need to check the mileage on this, but not yet. Too many things going on right now. Maybe next time I stop and get fuel, I'll either figure it out or I'll take a picture of the pump and mileage, and I'll figure it out when I get here, New Mexico. Just made it, folks. We are in New Mexico, and I'm really happy because I love New Mexico, and New Mexico loves me, unless it rains. But look at that sky. Come on, not a cloud out there. We'll see how that goes though, because you know how fast that can change. It'll be a good day. All right, I'm going away. Okay, I had some breakfast at the Alma Grill. I got to backtrack a little bit here to hit my trail. Maybe a mile. Had my two cups of coffee. Perfect. So we're gonna head up to Mugion, a cool little mining town, and I've never been there, but I've read up on it. It's pretty cool. We'll see you on the way up there. See you up in the pine trees. see the museum. It's open. We'll stop at the Purple Onion.
Laugh in my face. Oh, I'm a failure because I haven't got a brain.
Well, what would you do with a brain if you had one?
Do? Why, if I had a brain, I could while away the hours, conferring with the flowers, consulting with the rain. And my head I'd be scratching while my thoughts were busy hatching. If I only had a brain, if I only had a brain, and if I only had a brain.